For those of you who watch Mark Rogers TV on a regular basis, know that I try to get to each and every comment that's becoming more and more difficult, and that's a good thing because there's over 1,000 for this year's video, so it's becoming extremely difficult. For Ohio State Wednesday night, we've got Brandon Zimmerman on the line from the Buckeye Battle Cry to answer some questions from the mailbag concerning Ohio State football. This one, Brandon, has to do with the defensive line from Tim Lee 356. He's talking about Hill and Jones inside at the D tackle position, along with Landers rotating. He's concerned about Tracy being injury prone, maybe only playing 15 or 20 plays. He mentions on the outside, Sam, Tyquan, Holmes, Bosa probably end up playing the same number of plays. The 5-2 defense with the 4 defensive ends doesn't make a whole lot of sense to him. The Bear defense is good against the run. What would be a good simple nickel with Sam Hubbard disguised as a third linebacker? So it's really a 3-3-4 with a blitzing DB or linebacker. The 5-2 works for passing downs if Holmes can also drop back as well as Hubbard. So it's unpredictable. Then Hubbard can rush from standing up. Holmes usually plays inside in the 4 defensive end package, and maybe Tyquan moves inside. If you could digest all that.
No, that's I don't disagree with anything that he's saying. I know when we talked about the 5-2 with the 4 defensive ends, I think we both kind of mentioned it's one of those things where like it sounds cool, but we don't really foresee it being a big part of the defense. Like we may see it as a gimmick here or there. I think it more likely plays out like what he was talking about, where, you know, Sam Hubbard's dropping back into a linebacker type of role. You know, I think that's more likely what we would see than a straight up just 5-2 Bear front defense. The defensive line has so much talent there that I also agree that I think they're going to rotate quite a bit. I mean, you're going to see 15, 20 snaps depending on how many offensive plays are run between all those guys. The defensive ends, I'm not too worried about. Defensive tackle, I think for the most part, I agree with what he is talking about. Tracy Sprinkle is going to have to work his way back into it. I really like what Tracy Sprinkle did at times, but they've got enough depth there that I think they will be able to ease him in, even with some other news that's probably going to drop here in the next month or so regarding the defensive line. So, you know, we just got to wait and kind of see what happens over these next couple of months going into fall camp, see how people play out, and you know, kind of see how they're going to play out and how we can project who is left down there in the shuffle.